ArsenalFanTV lead, that's it. Europa League, Macedonia, Ukraine, I don't know, some of these locations that it might be a breath of Syria. He said Syria. Not as bad as Syria. But listen, there's going to be some new locations to go to, but we got what we deserved in the end. We haven't played well enough this season, have we?
No, we've got what we deserved, and we have to accept that. But what worries me is everybody's just going, oh, it's 1 point here, 1 point there. Can we get into a reality check? It's 18 points. No one's having the inquest about winning the league. We're 18 points off of winning the league. I heard Wenger turn around the other day and say, "Well, I'll have a look in the summer where we lost out with this 1 point." What's he on about 1 point? It's 18, Robbie.
That just sums us up really? That's what we target. We target getting into the top 4. We don't target winning the league.
Exactly, and that's when you're going to fail, isn't it? We've targeted for top 4. Even the managers turned around and said, "I'll look at it and see where we failed with that 1 point." Well, it's more than 1 point, Robbie. It's 11 points behind Spurs. You know, it's a reality check. This is today. You know, look, we come here today. Relying on Middlesbrough to get something. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, we're Arsenal Football Club. We can't be relying on Middlesbrough or Watford, who have just sacked their manager. We had a chance at the beginning of the season to really, what I think was, show our intentions. We didn't show our intentions. What we done was we scrimped and saved like we always do, signing players after the season starts in August. The season does not start on the 1st of September when the transfer window goes. So someone at this club has got to tell someone that the season starts when the first game kicks off, not when the transfer window shuts, and start scrimping and saving. We've lost millions of pounds now because of that, and we've got what we deserve, Robbie. You know, I have to say that. You know,
does he stay? Can he stay for you? The manager?
Listen, you know, I think he's made a big statement today when everybody's walking around and he's just standing in the tunnel. You know, why is he standing in the tunnel? You know what I mean? Why isn't he walking around?
Well, surely that means he ain't going, isn't it? Because if he was going, surely you'd go around and wave goodbye.
Well, I don't know. He's such an arrogant man at times. He really is, Robbie. You know what I mean? Like, you know, at the end of the day, this is your manager, this is your leader, sending all those players out there to have a walk around, and he ain't doing it himself. Come on, you know what I mean? We've endured this season, you know as well as I do, some of the crap we've had to put up with this season. It's been diabolical, and he can't walk around and show his, show a bit of mental strength and say, do you know what, I'll take this, whatever they've got to say. I don't think no one would have booed him today and whatever if he'd have walked around there, to be honest, you know what I mean?
There were a couple of banners out about him going.
Well, listen.
But then there was some out in supporting him as well.
You know what I mean? At the end of it today, you've got to turn around and say, from everybody's point of view, he has failed this year, Robbie. He can't hide away from the fact that we've failed. We've failed to challenge for the league, and then we failed to get into the top 4. You've got to turn around and say, although I've got to hold my hands up somewhere along the line. You know, the one good thing is really just turning around there and saying that everybody wants Kroenke out. You can see that's the only thing at this moment that is uniting the fans.
Is that deflecting away from him, though? I mean, well, he still wants Wenger out, that guy. But is that kind of deflecting away from the manager? I mean, if I was him, I'd be thinking, actually, it's quite timely, this, because nobody was singing about him being out in the ground today. It was all Kroenke out.
Well, you know, I have to question, the timing of it. Why in the last game of the season was that brought out into the open? You know, I think he's a very, very clever man. You know, the end of it, Robbie, you can chant and you can sing what you like, but when it comes down to, if the fans really want Kroenke out, is when they start relaunching the new kit next season, no one buy it. That's the way you're going to have to. You've got to hit this man in the pocket. You've got to turn around and say, you could be united and say, right, we're not going to go and buy the shirt. And it'd be great if their sales go and there's no shirt sold. But there will be though, because that's the way it is. But somewhere along the line, you've got to turn around and hit him with it, Robbie.
And can we win the FA Cup next week?
Yeah, I think we can. It's a one-off game. Yes. It's a one-off game. Chelsea have. I don't think Chelsea have been that great over the last few weeks. I've said it a few times. They're just getting through results, but they might have took their foot off. They've had a bit of pressure on them. I'll give them that. Well, the worrying thing is today, you know what I mean, is that Koscielny's out and Gabriel's out, and we don't know what's happened with Mustafi. You know, so
or Alexis.
Well, I think Alexis, if he was really injured, would he have come walking around? Do you think that? I think I didn't see Gabriel. You know what I mean? So he's obviously definitely injured. But he was kicking the ball back. I think he's got a bit of a dead leg. You know, so listen, even if we've won, if he's half fit, he's got to play. Simple as that. You know what I mean? He played really well again today. You know, great game. By the way, let's just quickly before we say, it's the best game of football I've seen for a long while. Yeah, you know, from start to finish, the performance was really good, but it's again come too late, Robbie.